After my Dollar Tree DIY kits, I've had a couple of embroidery hoops left over and trying to decide what to do with them. And I got an idea from Pinterest to make crocheted frames. So today I'm going to show you how to make these 3 different style frames. Let's get started. For this next one, I'm going to use the outer loop of the embroidery hoop I have, and I like using these. So these were the embroidery hoops that I got from my Dollar Tree kits. So they're plastic. I could use them again to embroider. They were perfectly fine for that. But when I display, if I'm going to use an embroidery hoop for displaying them, I like to use the wood ones. And so the plastic ones, I figured I could use for this project. And so I'm going to crochet around the outer hoop now. When I crocheted this one, I crocheted around the inner hoop, and so we didn't have this piece right here, so now we're going to crochet with this piece. And I'm just going to begin by making a slip knot, putting that on my hook. I'm using regular weighted yarn and a size 5mm crochet hook, and I'm going to put my hook through the loop, or I'm going to put my hook through the hoop, and then from the opposite side yarn over and pull through the loop I had on my hook. And now I'm going to make sure that this is at the end, so I'm going to come down here so that the top of it is to the right, because I'm right-handed, and I'm going to crochet around. So I'm going to make a single crochet around the hoop. So I'm going to stick my hook underneath the hoop, and on the other side I'm going to yarn over and pull it up to this side. So I should have 2 loops on my hook. I will yarn over and pull through 2, like we do when we make a single crochet. So once again, this is what we're doing around this whole first round for this project. I'm going to take my hook underneath the hoop. Once on the other side, I will yarn over and pull that loop up under the hoop and back over to the other side, so that I have 2 loops on my hook. Yarn over my hook again and pull through 2. And that makes a single crochet. And so I'm just going to do this all the way around. And as I work, I don't want to see this. As you can see on this one, you can't see the hoop at all. And so I want to make sure that as I'm working, I pull my yarn close together. And I have more, I don't know how to say it. I guess more is better than less in this situation. So I'm going to just single crochet around the hoop all the way around, and I will meet you guys on the other end. So as you can see, I left a really long tail. I went ahead and cut my string off that first round, and now I'm going to use this tail to wrap around this piece right here. guys got to witness me trying to figure out how to make this work. I think it looks good. I like that I put the metal piece back in, and I think it kind of covers up the plastic piece pretty well. And now I'm going to attempt to do the rest. Actually, I think I'm going to take the metal piece out until I'm done, so that way I can crochet without it getting in my way. I just hope. Maybe okay, so I'll do this. I'll keep it there, and then when I get to the other side, maybe I'll push it in further. We shall see. But for this next part, so the point being, if you're doing this, it's a lot easier to make a crochet frame around the inner hoop of the embroidery hoop than it is the outer hoop, but I didn't want to waste the outer hoop, so I'm giving it a try. So anyway, our next step will be to do a single round of single crochet all the way around. So I'll go ahead and do that now. Alright, now I'm ready for my next round. So because this is here, I'm going to chain one and turn my work. Versus if I didn't have this middle piece and I was working with the inside hoop, I would work in continuous rounds, or not continuous rounds, but they would be connected. But this time, because of this middle piece, I'm going to have to turn my work. So I will chain one and turn, versus if it was just a hoop without this, I could just go into my next round, but because of this piece, I'm going to turn my work. And then I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and into the third stitch, I'm going to do a slip stitch. Okay, so then I will chain 3 again, 1, 2, 3, skip 2, 1, 2, and in the third stitch, make a slip stitch. And I'm just going to do this all the way around this round. For this next round, I'm going to chain 1 and turn my work. I'm going to make a slip stitch into the chain space of that first chain. And then I'm going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to make a slip stitch into the next chain space, like that. Then I will chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I will make another slip stitch into the next chain space. And so that's just the pattern I will repeat across this round. Chain 5, slip stitch into the next chain space. So after that round, I went ahead and cut the yarn and I tucked in the ends. And you can see this really cute like lace type pattern. I don't like that it just stops abruptly here, so I have a plan, an idea to try to make it carry over. So let's see how it looks. Let's try it out. What I'm going to do is attach the yarn on the back side. Not the last round I did, but the round before that, where I had the 3 chains. So I'm going to attach the yarn there. Whoops, that didn't quite work. Try that again. Like that. And then I'm going to chain over to the other side. Okay, so I have chain 10, and now I'm going to slip stitch into that same round. Like so. Then I'm going to chain 1, turn my work. So I'm back on this side. And now I want to do those chain 5 loops. So I'm going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to go into the, we'll say 4th chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, slip my hook into that chain and make a slip stitch. Does this look like it's repeating? Or does it look a little too loose? Let's try again. Okay, so we'll chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll go into the 4th chain. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Make a slip stitch. And here we go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then let's make a slip stitch to where we started. Alright, let's look at how that looks. See if we like it. Alright, so here we have it. I do like it better with this across the top, but I don't think it looks perfect. But I still think it looks fun. So making crochet frames with embroidery hoops definitely looks better with the inner hoop than it does the outer. But if you don't want that outer hoop to go to waste, you could do something similar to this to take any of these patterns I'm showing you and make them work on that hoop. So this one is finished, and now I'm going to show you another style. We are going to begin this next one like we have began the others by creating a slip stitch, putting it on our hook, pull our hook through the hoop, and yarn over and pull through our slip stitch. And then we will single crochet around the hoop all the way around for this first round. Single crochet around the hoop. Now that I'm finished with my first round, I'm just going to do a slip stitch into the first stitch of that round and then chain 1. And now I'm going to do a row, not a row, I'm going to do a round of single crochet all the way around. So I'll insert my hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and single crochet all the way around this round. If you are new to crocheting and you're not sure how to make a single crochet or any stitch that I say anytime in my videos, I have a playlist where I teach all the different crochets, stitches that I typically use, and you can find that playlist. I'll put a card up here now. Now that I am finished with that round, I will do a slip stitch into the first stitch of the round. Whoops. And then chain 1. And real quick, because this pattern that I'm going to show you is very similar to the one for this one that I've already completed. So real quick, I'm going to show you how to make these shells around your pattern. It kind of makes it have like a floral kind of look. And then I will pull that out and then I'll show you a different pattern that has more of a point to it. But real quick, I'm just going to show you how to do this pattern. So you will begin by chaining another one so that you should have chain 2. And then make 2 double crochets into that same stitch. So there's 1 and 2. And then we are going to skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and into that third stitch, make a slip stitch. Then you will yarn over and get ready to do a double crochet. Skip 1, 2 stitches, and into that third stitch, you're going to crochet 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then you will skip 2 stitches and in that third stitch make a slip stitch. And then this is the pattern you just repeat all the way around. When you get back to this last one, you'll make 2 more double crochets into that stitch and then slip stitch into that to join it together. So now I would yarn over, skip 2 stitches, and in that third stitch make 5 double crochets, skip 2 stitches, and make a slip stitch. And then that will give you that kind of floral looking or shell pattern all the way around. But I'm going to pull that out and show you a different stitch that will be used for this crochet frame. So I have chain 2 and I'm going to make 1 double crochet into this stitch, and then I will slip stitch into that third stitch, yarn over, skip 2, and into that third stitch I'm going to double crochet 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to make what's called a picot. It's like a point, so I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, And then in the first chain of the chain 3, or down 3 chains, I'm going to make a slip stitch. So I'll insert my hook into that 3rd chain and make a slip stitch. And then I'm going to make 3 more double crochets into that same stitch. So here we got 1, 2, and 3. And then I will skip the 2 stitches and make a slip stitch in that 3rd stitch. So you can see how this is kind of similar to this stitch, except for we have a nice little point to it. So it gives it a little variation, a little difference. So once again, we'll just repeat this pattern. I'm going to yarn over, go in, skip 2 stitches, and then to the 3rd stitch, 1, 2, 3, I'm going to make 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3, and then I'm going to make a picot or a little point. 1, 2, 3 chains, and then to the first chain, or the 3rd chain from my hook, I'm going to slip in the hook and make a slip stitch. And then I'm going to finish this off by making 3 double crochets into the same stitch I've been working in. 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and in that 3rd stitch I'm going to make a slip stitch. And this is just the pattern I'm going to follow all the way around to finish off this crochet frame. Alright, I am finished with this crochet frame. After my last stitch, I went ahead and cut the string and I tucked it in. And now it is ready to place a picture or an object into the frame. So I'll go ahead and fill this frame and this frame. And I've already done this one, but I will go ahead and show you how I did this one now. This crocheted frame is finished, and so now I'm going to take the felt embroidery that I did from the Dollar Tree kit video, and I am going to attach it to the back so that I have a cutely framed embroidery. I am going to begin by cutting off the extra fabric on this piece, and then I will sew it on to the back portion of the frame. Here it is after I sewed it onto the back. I really like how it turned out. I think it's really cute, and I like that the crochet frame kind of gives it a little extra pizzazz, I guess. But yeah, I like how that one turned out. And now let's do another one. First, I have this scrapbook paper that my daughter had used for a couple of things, and I'm going to use this. And I'm just gonna make myself like a real quick circle so I know roughly how big to make it. I'll cut around it and leave a bigger space. And then I'm going to hot glue it to the back. And there you go. I got my paper glued onto the back. And I have a low temp hot glue gun, so when the glue's getting on my fingers, it doesn't hurt. So, but be cautious with your glue gun if it's not a low temp, because that would really hurt. But yeah, for me it wasn't so bad. So there we go, we got that one done. And for this last one, I found this fabric roll that I had picked up from the Dollar Tree a while ago, and I really like the colors of it. So I am going to do similar that I did with the paper. I'm just going to trace an outline, and then I'm going to hot glue it to the back of this frame. And there's the fabric one. You could sew this on the back if you want, but I'm actually quite pleased with how the hot glue gun turned out, and it was a lot quicker and I could just pull it tight as I was going around. And yeah, I really like how this one turned out. So there's that one. So here they are. This is how they turned out. I really enjoyed these. You could use these even with photos if you wanted, or if you did some watercolors. You saw how I attached paper and fabric and embroidery, so you could sew them onto the back or you can hot glue them. But they're just really cute, unique pieces that you could have in your house. And I'm going to have this set of 3 available in my Etsy shop, and the link to purchase this will be in the description below. I hope you guys give these a try. If you do, please upload them and tag me in your pictures so I can see your projects. And let me know in the comments below which one was your favorite style and backdrop. Which one did you like the best? And I will see you guys next time. Bye.
If you would like to see more, please like and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell so you don't miss a video.